Are you sure? Positive. Get here now. On my way.
DM. Mom, the beach is magical. Turtles tomorrow. Love you forever. Then silence. Not just for hours, for 4 eternal months. That single unanswered message becomes the heaviest weight in the universe, pressing on your chest every time you breathe. In Cedar City, Utah, under cold fluorescent lights at 5:30 a.m. in a closed diner, for mothers, Marion Hartley, Elena Cruz, Natalie Dawson, and Danica White, sat surrounded by coffee-stained maps, shipping manifests, grainy drone stills, and hundreds of missing person flyers curling at the edges from humidity and despair. Their daughters, Olivia, Jasmine, Claire, and Sophia, had vanished during what should have been the safest kind of adventure, a university volunteer trip to protect sea turtles. The phrase human trafficking had been whispered in police briefings, but no one dared say it aloud to the mothers until the shipping container at Brownsville changed everything. The girls had been inseparable since high school, study groups that turned into sleepovers, shared dreams of marine biology scholarships, matching pink backpacks customized with tiny charms that told their personalities, a silver dolphin for Jasmine, the dreamer, a tiny compass for Olivia, the leader, a heart locket for Claire, the peacemaker, and a star pin for Sophia, the quiet observer. Southern Utah University had nurtured those dreams. The environmental volunteer program promised purpose. But Olivia received a tip from a marine research contact at Future Path Volunteers about a secluded Texas beach where endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtles nested in secret. The 4 friends decided on a quick detour before joining the main group in Oregon. One last adventure. One fatal choice. Secluded means hidden and private, far from crowds. Think of a secret beach where only the waves and turtles know the address. The idiom, the trail goes cold, means investigators lose all clues, like a scent that disappears for bloodhounds. Baffled even seasoned investigators. Seasoned means experienced, like wood that has weathered many storms. Baffled means completely confused, unable to solve the puzzle. Philosophically, this chapter teaches the first cruel lesson of life. Good intentions do not guarantee safety. Trust is beautiful, but blind trust can be deadly. Future Path volunteers appeared legitimate, transparent finances, campus booths, smiling staff. Yet predators often wear the most compassionate masks. In today's world of study abroad programs, volunteer tourism, voluntourism, and social media invitations to exclusive events, the line between opportunity and trap has never been thinner. Modern relevance? According to organizations like Polaris Project and the U.S. State Department's Trafficking in Persons report, updated yearly, over 25 million people are trafficked globally at any moment, many lured by fake volunteer or travel opportunities. Young women aged 18 to 24 remain the most targeted group. Marion Hartley ran her fingers through ash blonde hair, the exact shade her daughter Olivia once inherited. Dark circles framed eyes that had forgotten how to close without seeing nightmares. Elena Cruz, always immaculate, now wore a wrinkled blouse and messy ponytail, symbols of surrender to grief. Natalie Dawson twisted her wedding ring until the skin turned red. Danica White held composure like armor, but her eyes leaked the same terror. They were not just mothers. They became detectives, psychologists, historians of their daughters' final days. Every gas station receipt, every phone ping near Corpus Christi, every interview with classmates became scripture. When FBI agent Philip Carter's phone rang that morning, the air in the diner thickened. He stepped away, returned transformed. A shipping container. Brownsville Port. Personal items matching your daughter's descriptions. Pink suitcase. Backpacks. Straw hat. The mothers didn't wait for permission. Within hours they boarded a small plane, hearts hammering in unison. The flight became a silent prayer circle, hope and dread holding hands. At the port, shipping clerk Reuben Kim explained the K-9 alert, the unscheduled container, mattresses inside like someone had lived there for months. The mothers identified every item. Scratch marks on Olivia's suitcase from a Denver trip, Jasmine's dolphin charm, Claire's monogrammed leather handbag. Forensic techs estimated the mattresses had been used far longer than 4 months. meaning other victims had suffered here before their girls. And what if the greatest danger is not the stranger in the dark alley, but the friendly invitation that feels too perfect? Reflect. Have you ever accepted an opportunity because it looked legitimate? Next time, ask, who benefits if I say yes? Trust must be earned, never assumed. Your safety, and the safety of those you love, may depend on one uncomfortable question asked in time. The fluorescent harbor office buzzed like a disturbed beehive. Maps of shipping lanes lined walls. Cranes groaned outside like ancient beasts. While agents processed paperwork, Marion spotted a man in a navy polo speaking urgently to a sunglass-wearing port worker. Something about his posture, stiff, rehearsed, triggered memory. Natalie pulled a business card from her purse. Brady Coburn, CEO of Future Path Volunteers. The same organization that organized the Oregon trip and fed Olivia the Texas turtle tip. They approached him. Brady's smile froze, then thawed into practiced politeness. Organizing disaster relief, he claimed. But his eyes darted, his atoms apple-bobbed like a buoy in rough water. He escaped the conversation as quickly as possible. Back in the waiting room, the mothers dissected every word. Coincidence? Or cover? Later, at GF Coast Auto Rentals, owner Mike Fletcher shared photos of a filthy SUV returned late May, sand everywhere, trash, distinctive male contraceptive wrappers identical to ones later seen at Boca Chica Beach. Renter, Danny Rosso. Dates, May 23rd to 30th. Exact window of disappearance. Agent Carter noted the name. Forensics would sweep the vehicle even months later. Modern science can find DNA in fibers, blood in seams, hair in vents. At Boca Chica Beach, wild, untamed, dunes like silent guardians, cleanup volunteer Ella spoke of nighttime parties, illegal bonfires, beer bottles, and those same rappers. Darren, another volunteer, grew guarded when hearing about missing girls. He walked away abruptly. Later, the mothers overheard him on the phone. No chase sight. No party tonight. It's clean. Keep it clean. Idiom spotlight. Adam's apple bobbed. Visible throat movement when nervous, like swallowing fear. Trail of breadcrumbs. Not used yet, but coming. Small clues leading to truth from fairy tales. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Predator disguised as helper. Philosophical core. Evil rarely announces itself with horns and red eyes. It arrives wearing a volunteer badge, a CEO title, a friendly smile at a university fair. The Milgram Experiment, 1961, and Stanford Prison Experiment, 1971, showed how ordinary people commit atrocities when authority or group pressure allows it. Brady Coburn's organization gave him access, legitimacy, and camouflage. Today, NGOs and volunteer programs are sometimes exploited, hence strict vetting by reputable groups like IVHQ or Projects Abroad. The mothers debated, tell Agent Carter or act. Exhaustion warred with instinct. Ultimately, they drove back at sunset. Empty beach, until Danny appeared, nervous, urging them to leave. Private birthday gathering, he said. Yet more vehicles arrived. Danica glimpsed two young women being guided, almost pushed, toward a white van. Then Darren drove in. Brady sat passenger. They followed at distance, tail lights like blood drops on black asphalt. At a gas station, the men swapped plates to Mexican ones. Classic smuggling tactic. Agent Carter caught up, ordered them back. But Marion refused. We're this close. They tailed discreetly to an abandoned warehouse. Loading dock doors opened. Bound women, drugged, blindfolded, loaded into the van. Taillights like red beacons. Simile, comparison using like slash as creates vivid image. Classic smuggling tactic. Tactic means strategy. Classic here means typical slash well-known among criminals. Reflection question. When do you cross from concerned observer to active participant in justice? Is there a moment when waiting for professionals becomes complicity? Your voice, even small, can tip the balance between darkness and rescue. Police converged silently. Lights flashing, sirens mute. Agent Carter and partner drew weapons. FBI. Hands up. Brady and Darren complied instantly. Danny pulled a gun. One shot. He fell. Chaos resolved into order. Cuffs clicked, stretchers rolled. Ambulances arrived. Inside the warehouse, makeshift cells, terrified women and children. Then, the moment every mother dreams and dreads simultaneously. Mom. Olivia's voice, weak but alive. The four girls, emaciated, drugged, but breathing. Hugs that lasted centuries. Tears that could fill the gulf. Medical update: malnutrition, dehydration, respiratory issues, infections. Sedation had dulled pain but stolen time. Psychologically, trauma deep as ocean trenches. Interrogation revealed: future path was perfect cover. Scouting at campuses. Lure with exclusive turtle experience. Drug drinks at fake party. Moved to house near Corpus Christi, then container when heat increased. Darren monitored port. Brady stayed distant. Destination: Nuevo, no. Progreso, Mexico, sex trade. Vocabulary: emaciated equals extremely thin from starvation, advanced adjective. Trench equals deep ocean valley, metaphor for emotional depth. Idiom: heat increased equals police pressure grew intense. Historical tie-in: human trafficking echoes slavery systems throughout history. Transatlantic slave trade, 16th to 19th centuries. Forced labor in colonial eras. Comfort women in World War II. Today's form hides in plain sight. Online recruitment, fake charities. ANOC 2022 report: 79% of trafficking is sexual exploitation. Women/girls, 72% of victims. The mothers stayed through dawn. Girls whispered fragments. We felt you searching. Love crossed concrete and steel. Resilience, Latin resiliare, equals to leap back. Bloomed even in darkness. Message: healing begins the moment someone says, you are seen. You are believed. You are enough. Have you ever been someone's proof that hope still exists? Your presence can be the lifeline another person clings to in their darkest hour. Hospital rooms 315 to 316 became sanctuary. Mothers never left. Girls spoke in halting sentences, drugged memories, rationed water, darkness that pressed like physical weight. Yet humor flickered. Sophia joked about missing cafeteria pizza. Claire drew comfort from her mother's wedding ring. Trauma counselors arrived. EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, art therapy, modern tools to rewire brains scarred by terror. Physical recovery, for fluids, antibiotics, nutrition plans. Emotional, slow reclaiming of voice. Mothers reflected on their journey, from passive waiting to relentless pursuit. They had become investigators, drivers, followers of taillights. They learned: intuition is intelligence the body remembers before the mind explains it. Modern relevance for English learners, phrases like reclaim your voice, idiomatic, regain ability to speak your truth after silence forced upon you. Scarred by terror, metaphor, scars are visible marks of healed wounds. Philosophical teaching, Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor, man's search for meaning, taught that suffering is inevitable, but meaning is optional. The girls found meaning in survival, mothers in never abandoning search. Love, not as emotion, but as verb, conquered metal boxes and border plans. Final reflection. What meaning will you assign to your own suffering? Will it break you, or become the foundation of unbreakable strength? The choice is yours, every single day. Months later, therapy, physical rehab, media interviews carefully managed. The girls testified, closed court. Brady Coburn, Darren, Danny survived wound. Convicted on multiple trafficking, kidnapping, conspiracy charges. Future path dissolved, safeguards now stricter nationwide. The mothers founded Harbor Light Network, education program warning students/volunteers about red flags. Too good to be true trips, pressure to separate from group, invitations from friendly strangers, urgency to accept drinks. Olivia resumed marine biology studies, now focused on anti-trafficking marine conservation partnerships. Jasmine paints, turning pain into color. Claire mentors younger girls, Sophia writes poetry, quiet power. Vocabulary finale. Red flags equals warning signs, idiom from danger flags. Turned pain into color equals metaphor for alchemy of art, transforming suffering into beauty. Universal wisdom. The container was metal, cold, locked. But love is larger than steel. Persistence outruns darkness. 4 mothers proved that ordinary women, fueled by extraordinary love, can dismantle evil disguised as compassion. Closing YouTube call to action. If this story moved you, share it. Talk to your daughters, sons, friends about safety. Learn the signs. Polaris Project Hotline. 1-888-373-7888. Subscribe for more real stories of resilience. And ask yourself, who needs your light today? What legacy will you leave? One of silence or one of unbreakable light? The choice is now. Thank you for watching. Stay vigilant. Stay human.